Welcome to the National Museum of the United States Army. Let's go inside and see what we can find. Most of the exhibits in this museum run along this corridor, and they go from the beginning of the Army in the United States till modern times. The exhibit behind me is the first exhibit of the museum, which deals with the colonial army of the United States. And this starts with Jamestown in 1607, but the exhibits quickly run to the American Revolution, and that's where we'll start our tour of the museum. This exhibit here is about moving the artillery into position to take the city of Boston during the American Revolution. You'll want to read this, it's quite fascinating. The War of 1812, which is one of my favorite wars of United States history, is covered by this exhibit right here. This World War I tank that they have in this exhibit was quite fascinating to me. It is very primitive when you compare it to a modern tank. This landing craft here was actually used during the Second World War. And I think it's fantastic how they've taken an artifact so large and put it in this museum and depicted it the way they did. Loading a landing craft is a fascinating thing to see. This tank they have on display here was also used during World War II. And it has a fascinating story, and I really encourage you to read this. When I did the docent tour here, they really pointed out and gave a great explanation of this tank. The Cold War exhibit here was quite fascinating. And if you notice, this room I'm in now, the lighting will turn red at certain points. The fact that they went to such detail and to create such emotion with some of these things is fascinating. Growing up, I remember how we actually wondered if a nuclear attack would take place. Hopefully no other generation will grow up under the threat of nuclear weapons. The Vietnam exhibit in this museum is really good. I mean, this helicopter here really brings out the fact that Vietnam was the first helicopter war, where we moved troops around the battlefield using helicopters similar to this. "9/11 really changed this country, and we went to war in the Middle East. And this tank display here really gives you the feel of what that war was like. Having a Wright Brothers flying machine in this museum really brings out the fact that how an invention like that changed modern warfare. So we don't really think about how important logistics are in warfare. You have to get the materials there. And trucks like this really revolutionized logistics in the Army. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the National Museum of the United States Army. They have really done a great job putting this museum together, and I highly recommend coming to see it. Next, watch one of these two videos and subscribe to my channel over there, and I thank you for watching. Until next time.